Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1 Phathead Cande Roth. Starting off cold, getting up to about 44. Sunshine. We love that. Going to be good. Good day for December 13th.
Good day, sir. Good day.
Happy birthday, Taylor Swift. Every break we have to.
Absolutely. Yes, we have to because we love her.
Yes, we do. So a couple things we want to get to here, but funny story. Off the air, Cande and I are chatting away about different things, and the conversation comes to taking vacations, and I said, you need to get away. You need like a real vacation. And
I haven't had one since before the pandemic, a real one.
Where was your last real, vacation? Do you remember?
I'm gonna say, well, it was either our little cruise that we took, or after that, I think I did go to the Bahamas. I can't remember.
Okay, all right. So we're chatting, and just, you offhand mentioned, I have to go away, I have to book something. I'm really looking at Turks and Caicos, is what you said.
That's the one place I haven't been.
So, so bizarre that you said that, because not that I am looking or booking.
Looking or booking.
That's a good travel company name. Looking and booking. Okay.
Looking and booking.
All right. But I like to. I'm on TikTok. I like to fantasize about. Let's see what the next great vacation spot is. So I'm looking around, and every time I look at those really nice Bahamas and further south, right? I look at all that stuff. Turks and Caicos keeps popping up. It's like it's been the whole last couple days. I see all these videos.
Wow. See, I have not. But my girlfriend, Yvonne, has gone several times. She loves it so much that she has gone back. I love St. Lucia. I would like to get there again, but I've never been to Turks and Caicos, so I think that's a good destination.
Well, from what I have seen on the videos, the water is spectacular. Yeah. It is a British-run island. Is that right? Did I get that right?
So yes.
It looks nice. Now, I will tell you, looks expensive. A lot of these resorts.
I'm going to have to look into it for sure. But yeah, that's where I have my eye. That's my kind of vacation. I know you like to get on a big boat and go on the ocean and go from port to port. I don't like that.
But you see, that doesn't have to be. If you and the family all go down to Turks and Caicos, I may consider, if you allow me,
What am I hearing?
I may consider, but the time has to fall correctly. It can only be during a school break, and that's when prices are like triple of what they normally are.
Very true. Very true.
And Turks and Caicos is not a cheap destination to begin with.
No, it's not. I have to look into it. And we have friends that have been inviting us to come visit them in Florida for years, and we have not taken them up on any of that. That's always an option, but I'm not. Brian loves Florida. He wants to move there. Not me.
Okay.
No.
Now, would it be possible if my honeymoon cruise, I went to a couple of different islands. Is it possible that we sailed to? No, you can't. Can you sail to Turks and Caicos? Is there a dock there?
You're the expert. Excuse me. You're the expert. I don't know.
I forget. Or maybe it was St. Martin. I don't know.
Been there. St. Martin's really nice. They have a lot of good shopping too.
Yeah, I forget. I might have. I don't even know. I have stopped there on a cruise?
I've been to them all, but I've never been to Turks and Caicos. That's the one I've never been to.
Man, you've for someone who doesn't travel much, you've traveled quite a bit. I see.
I got a lot of years on this hide over here, so yeah, I did some traveling.
Very
not
nice.
lately, but yeah.
All right, I hope you
We're talking about that cruise to Alaska, so you never know. We switch from one to another.
Big undertaking, the Alaskan cruise.
Yes,
right.
I hope that Brian will move because he's the kind of person that doesn't even like to get off the boat, okay?
I will say, if Brian wants to live in Florida, you said oh no, he doesn't want to, or he does?
I don't.
He does. Right, you don't. Brian wants to live in Florida. I know you're not going anywhere because your granddaughter's up here. I know that.
I think he's got that part figured out quite yet.
Yeah. He'll figure it out. But if you lived in Florida, you'd be on a cruise all the time. You'd be
They're
right by
so
the...
cheap. My friends live there, and they just went for like a weekend.
Yeah, you just hop on for a couple days here and there, and
Beautiful, beautiful.
Absolutely. Here, what? You have something else?
Nothing.
Oh,
No, I have
okay.
nothing else.
What makes you feel most nostalgic over the holidays?
When I put little things up that I've had for years. For instance, when Casey was in the second grade, Casey is going to be 33 in February. Okay, so he was 7.
Mm-hmm.
I have a house that he made out of paper and beads and a bunch of stuff that I have kept all these years, and it comes out every Christmas.
That's nice.
When I took this out this year, it really hit me because he was 7 years old and I still have it, and it's more meaningful than any expensive ornament I could possibly own. And then I have, you know how they do in school, in the grade school, they take a picture of the student and they make it like a Christmas ornament, with paper or whatever. And I have one of Evan, I have one of Casey. Those are the things that really bring me back.
Very nice. Well, spending time with loved ones was listed as the number one response for what makes you nostalgic. Decorating a Christmas tree was second. Now, you could decorate it with some of these things you're talking about.
Of course, I have.
Right?
Yes.
Seeing holiday lights. I love driving around and seeing
Me
holiday
too.
lights.
I love it. I could do it every day. Love it.
Holiday music was fourth.
I do like it to an extent.
Yes. Holiday movies, fifth.
Love, love, love. I watched
Baking.
the Grinch movie last night.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
I love a good, you get those silly holiday movies where every plot is the same, that whole
Oh, you mean
thing.
on Hallmark?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
good. They're fun.
Good. I can't take a steady diet of them, but they're good.
Yeah. Number 6 was baking cookies for nostalgia.
I'll be doing that and sending everyone home with a little tin of fresh baked cookies.
How about cooking a holiday meal? That's next on the list.
Well, I'm getting a little lazy with that. Costco
Yeah.
will be cooking most of my meal this year.
No reason to be embarrassed about that. I'm with you.
Do I sound embarrassed?
No, you don't. I'm saying that for everyone out there. Receiving a holiday card is next on the list.
I do feel terribly guilty because I'm not a card sender, but I love getting them. And, because I haven't sent them, you get less and less because people are like, well, I don't get a card from her. Why am I sending her this?
Yeah, we don't send cards. I do have that nice photo we took from the cruise. I could just text that to everybody, Candy, and
You can. It doesn't count.
be done with it.
You should have had that printed up and sent it to everybody.
No, it's too much. It's too much.
It's too much for me, too. I've never done it. Now, you see, they went to elaborate lengths with their little holiday postcard thing that you got in the mail yesterday from Jackie and Casey. That's elaborate. There's many photos on there of their year, right? I love it. I would never do it. Personally, I can't.
So 2 things about getting a holiday card. The first is yes, we don't like
I love
to send
getting,
them. Right.
I don't love to. I don't send them.
That's right. We love to get them. I love to see people, what's going on with their families. But the problem is, when I get the card, I feel myself like needing to zoom in like I do on a phone, and I can't zoom in on the pictures, Candy. Not good.
It's quite true. You didn't what do they call that? Magnifying glass. That's what you need.
Yes, I might
even
have
with
to get.
your glasses on.
Do they have a magnifying glass app for the iPhone? Because that could work.
I don't see why they wouldn't. They have practically everything else.
Yes, and by the way, last on the list for nostalgia, things that make you nostalgic around the holidays, is something you opened talking about: vintage decorations.
Yeah.
You love that. Putting out the...
I had a cup that I made when I was about 7 years old that finally had to go. That my mother kept for years and years and years, and then I had it for years and years. I finally had to retire it. It lived its life and had to go. But yes, it's all those things.
Yeah.
What can I say? What can I say?
I think my father still has a paperweight I made in elementary school.
I'm sure he does.
And
I have ceramics that Evan made in the ceramic class.
Amazing.
In the 9th grade.
He also has a garbage can that he, when I was younger and used to live at that house.
Yes, he used to lay in the bed and spit out nuts.
He used to spit out
his
pumpkin seed shells into
Are you sure they weren't what do they call those? Not sesame. I forget now. I don't think they were pumpkin.
Yeah, either pumpkin. No, he used to have pumpkin seeds, sesame. No,
no. You know the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, no,
but think of what they call
pistachio nuts.
I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, he still has the garbage pit pail that he used to use. He still has it, of course, because your sister made it.
That's right. You remember everything.
Everything.
You're so good.
Don't you forget it either.
You're so much better than me. It's not even close.
I accept that.
Yeah, you should. That's the only compliment you're getting today. So
but don't you get a little pang of guilt when you open these beautiful cards and then you realize that you're not that nice a person to make the effort to send to other people?
Not 1 ounce.
It does hit me a little bit. I do get a little pang.
Not 1 ounce of guilt at all. But I do appreciate being on people's lists and getting the card because I really do love to see the cards.
I do too. I do too. I'm glad you got one from my family.
Yes, keep them coming. I like.
I didn't send it, so I can't take credit for it.
Oh, I wouldn't expect you to.
No, don't.
We got plenty to do. 8 o'clock hour, we'll talk about this crazy light display that people are up in arms about. National Day's good news stories. Also, You're Bald and the Beautiful comes up about 8:12 or so. Nice day. Get up to about 44. We'll have sunshine. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.